Welcome back to The Factor Uncensored. Gen Z is behind a new career trend, as their asses always are. It's called micro-retirement. The idea behind this is similar to a gap year in between high school and college. It allows workers to spend months or even a year at a time fighting corporate burnout. During this time, people either travel, focus on their passions, or just pick up a new side gig. Joining us to talk about it, Nate, who is a millennial, Gen Zer, Raina Mejia, and Factor digital producer Ajibola Budaran. Glad to have you all here on The Factor Uncensored. So, I heard you took a break, right?
Yes.
How long?
I think my break lasted maybe 4 to 5 months. This was last year. To me, it was a sabbatical.
So
this is my sabbatical.
So you save up to do that? Because the average American worker can't take off 4 or 5 months.
Yeah, I suppose. Like, yes, I did have savings, but I also had started a business that was kind of like my new source of income. So I was able to support myself. But the whole idea from walking away from work was to be able to start that business and see if that's what I wanted to do. So that, I guess, kept me afloat for the several months that I didn't have to work under somebody, I would say.
All right. As a Gen Zer, Nate, how do you relate to this? Can you relate to this?
Okay. Yes, as a geriatric millennial, because I'm right there on the cusp, I can relate because, you know, she walked away from work walked away from me a couple times throughout my career. So, you know, you take a little sick, okay, all the time.
But
so
here you still stand.
Still stand and stay at my mama's house. So, you know what I mean? If you just set yourself up, you know what I mean, live below your means, you can take as many sabbaticals. I'm on a sabbatical now. Like, my last job went on early hiatus. I said, I sound like I just got laid off. Okay, cool. And so we just gonna chill, you know, for the next 6 months. We're gonna work on all our other hustles. We're gonna marry folks. You know, you just gotta have a lot of other things you do. I marry folks. I do real estate. I do what you need. Isaiah, you need. I can't do what Bonnie did, but I can do some other things that I'm available for.
Bonnie can do a whole lot.
I'm not gonna be making $1 million a month. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Then my mama gonna kick me out, and then I'm gonna be, you know, like, got other issues.
And Aji, you know, are many young people doing this?
Well, I think the people who have the means, so actually, it's funny I talk about it. One of my good friends who I went to college with in high school, he took off for 8 months to travel the world, and he tried to quit his job, and his job said, actually, no, just you can go take your time, and when you get back, we'll be here if you want to come back. So, I mean, a lot of people are trying to take this opportunity. I think we see people are working longer and longer. People are retiring at later ages, and people are saying, I don't want to wait till I'm old and can't do what I can't do, live the way I want to live. Let me take some time off now and then maybe on the back end work.
And do you think employers are more appreciative of younger people now, because a lot of workers are getting older and going into their retirement years at the job, and they want more productivity, but they're going to let you get your break, your rest?
I think it depends on the industry. I think I noticed that a lot of creators and people who are talking about this lifestyle work in tech, or they may work in industries where they get paid more, or they can work, they have more flexibility in their hours or how they work or where they work. So I think that it might be industry specific, because I mean, obviously, if you're working something blue collar, it will be hard to just take off and come back.
Yeah.
All right, Raina, for those who are looking at the idea of taking a break like this, would you recommend it? And were there any difficulties going back to the job after taking 5 months off?
Well, I actually went into a new field of work. I decided that what I was doing I didn't enjoy, took that break to decide what I really wanted. I like how they consider it more like a mental health, focus on your mental health type of journey, because it's more of like, you can't just go from high school to college to the career, and then if that's not what you want, you can't really bounce around in jobs because that looks unprofessional. I think you need to take time to yourself if you're not sure what you want to do, or if you want to focus on passions, to have the means to do that by saving up, getting that tax return. Y'all can do it this year if you get that tax return. You know, you can be in certain industries like the military that allows you to take time off. I highly recommend it. It changed my life, and now I'm in a field, in a profession that I really enjoy doing because I had to think about it.
And Nate, what would be your advice to individuals who may be considering this?
Well, definitely, like, set yourself up. You know, I will agree with Gen Z. That doesn't happen that often, but right now we're in agreement, you know? Like, hey, set yourself up, live below your means, you know, explore your passions, figure out what they are, because I do have some friends that, you know, all they ever did was work. They might take their vacations here and there, but It's a soul-sucking job. They don't like it. They're just complaining. Live below your means, set yourself up, and then go out there and do your thing.
All right. We want to thank you all for joining us here on The Factor Uncensored. And, of course, we want to thank you all for joining us here tonight. We have to catch up with Bonnie Blue.
Really, Isaiah? Really?